Life.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Hey
are we
everybody.
here?
Yes.
I'm here.
We are here
I can't see you.
because you have your
Hi,
things not
everybody.
hooked up, right?
We live. There we go.
Yeah. No, that's right.
I don't see nothing, nothing coming up on the screen.
Yeah. Matthew's phone
Technology
is
is
trash, y'all.
something
Sorry about that.
that
Also,
messes up your
the
dreams.
Xfinity messes up all the internet.
Oh man,
Also, Matthew has a trash phone.
technology and technology inefficient people, and I can't hear you or see you.
You can't hear
So
me or
I'm gonna
see
let
me
you
because
talk, and I'm
your
gonna try to
phone is
enter
terrible.
back into the studio.
Yeah, you get out. How about that? Yeah. So I'm gonna talk while he figures out what's going on with his phone. I don't know why his phone's not working. But anyway, so we wanted to come on here today. Some of you guys got to see the living room that we created. Um, so we did a rebroadcasting of the living room series with UCB. Let's see if he sees me now.
I don't think we're gonna get this done tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Matthew, Matthew,
My phone is tripping.
Matthew.
I can't see you or hear
Hold
anything
on,
that
y'all.
you're saying,
Matthew,
partner.
tell him bring his phone up here.
That's stupid. It's not the
So
internet.
anyway, guys, sorry about that. So
Hello.
my business partner has a
I
trash
should
phone,
be at my house.
and he's still talking because he doesn't realize I'm talking to the audience. So I have him come up here so he doesn't rudely interrupt what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That's your Chrome. I did do something with my settings. This is on your data, right? Yeah. Oh no, wait, is it? Sorry, guys. We're gonna figure this out. Even if we have to use my mother's phone because her phone is amazing. Da, 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 da. Something's happening. Like now you're not loading up either. When was the last time you updated your phone? Ah. Anyway, so we're gonna talk to you guys as soon as we figure this part out. about the broadcast you guys saw with the living room series. Xfinity didn't want us to be great today, so they did let us show the broadcast, and they shut that junk down as soon as it was time for us to talk about it. Matthew's phone really wants us to fail, but it's spinning wheels of death. Thank you. Do you update your phone frequently? When's the last time you updated your phone? It's a thing. It matters. Don't. I'm asking a real question. I'm asking because we. I just had two updates on my Android. Mother, can we use your phone? Thank you. That's not a big deal. Sorry, guys. His Chrome won't let me update it. Yes. It's not. It's just a phone. No, you don't. You just jump in. Yes, you can. You just hook them up to the Bluetooth. Okay. Anywho, guys. Um. So we're waiting for him to get his phone on. But anyway, so I'm gonna start talking about the show. So with the living room series, I kind of wanted to um I hang out a lot. Like we hang out, me and Matt hang out. We're usually chilling in somebody's living room, basement, den, whether we're having smoke sessions, whether we're having, chill sessions, whether we're looking at music, listening to music, listening, watching movies. We just wanted to kind of bring that environment into a space for you guys. I know that historically it's a place that we often, we grow up in living rooms and dens. You know what I'm saying? Like I know back in the day for us, like my mom was the mom that like let everybody come to the house and kick it. So our living room was serious. Like we would have all our parties in that joint. We would have, sleepovers, whatever. Play video games, stuff like that. So I really just wanted to kind of bring that into a space and have us place for the band to kind of just interact and chill. We're gonna bring you guys a couple of other um series, with that, and bring some other artists in to be with them. Um, basically like the whole energy of being able to kick it and expand upon our normal circle. Um, and it was really fun. So like the space was very. I'll post some pictures later, and because we are don't have my internet doesn't want to work right now. So I can't show you all the pictures I really wanted to show you guys, but I do have some before and after pictures that I'm gonna go ahead and add in and show you guys later. Just kind of so you can see how the space evolved. I kind of collected things in my own home and from a couple of the band members' home, and put together, a living room. And I really wanted to bring that little home vibe in. I'll show some Matthew. Hello, Matthew needs a virtual hug, guys. He's struggling in life out here. He needs a virtual hug. He needs a virtual hug. So,
I'm
yeah.
done
So
with this
I,
shit. This shit is dumb.
huh?
Technology today is stupid. I'm done with it.
Okay. Well, Matthew's throwing a male tantrum because that's what men do when they're frazzled. But it's okay. I don't know. He'll figure it out one day. So, so yeah, yeah. Yeah. Technology's real today. Some trash. It did last most of my day that I needed to get out what I need to get out, but definitely ending on a bad note, technology wise. And that happens, you guys, like when y'all are seeing these live streams and y'all are seeing these productions specifically right now, like your internet goes out. Shit happens. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it goes down. It goes down on your show. Like, they'll have a whole show, y'all, trash. So it's frustrating. Um, So when y'all are watching these live shows and things like that, and y'all got all these complaints about stuff, like some of this shit is just out of your control. Because we were good literally 30 minutes before that. Um, the good thing is he might be able to use his phone to actually ensure the broadcast is going properly. But because we definitely didn't have an extra phone for that. So yeah, so anyway, so it's just kind of starting from scratch, like, I kind of start from like a basic shell, and I kind of just looked at the room and started from there really and started gathering ideas in my head of how I really wanted to break that down and how I often think about things in sections. So like I just think of, and then when I show y'all the pictures later that I'll post of some before and after of the corners and things like that. My family members will probably know this, but I did use a lot of like different stuff that I had that was just really cool pieces to have in the living room, like super old school pieces. Like there's a cool like glass pineapple lamp like that actually came from my grandmother's house. Um and then I didn't have any old consoles, but I had old like consoles. Like so I had the mini Nintendo and stuff like that. I had an old ass boombox in there. Um just kind of bringing in that like a made a little hat wall and stuff like that. Like those were just things to kind of make you remember, what our bedrooms look like and growing up and how we kind of, all had little things that we did to showcase our personalities in our houses. And so I wanted to kind of just bring in some pieces. A lot of the artwork, those were local artists, and my work as well. Um but it was really cool. It was a cool little setup. This isn't new for us. We have done shows. I haven't curated a staging in a while. I haven't done that in a while, but that's something I really enjoy doing. But it's really about trying to find pieces that will bring together the whole concept, and really utilizing the space that you have. Like it was a totally empty room, so you have to find a way to creatively fill that space up. With Matt rigging like the paintings in the air and the ceiling and stuff like that, it kind of creates more of a environment when you utilize more than just the walls or but that was the overall basic concept of the idea behind it. Matthew, would you like to talk about some of your thoughts on how the show, how did you feel about the show afterwards?
Oh, oh man. I'm just trying to get back into the
I
conversation
know,
because
get out of your brain, it's technology. Come back. You is taking way longer to bounce back today. It's been a long day, y'all. We are tired. It may not always look
Well,
like we are in
as a
production, but
production
we are always in
professional,
production.
as a production professional with
Mm-hmm.
20
Everything.
years, 15, 20 years of experience in a multitude of production to management of multifacets, including the military and other things, it's always a challenge in any kind of show. Look at this show. I'm pissed off. This is real. Like, I'm upset because the technology isn't working how I need it to work for the show. I didn't even want to do it anymore. I was like, it's just credit. She's like, the show must go on. And I was like, yeah, that's a real thing. Like, once you get the ball rolling, once you get things put in place and you have momentum, it's almost like you cannot stop, you know. And then if you put money out, you definitely almost
Definitely
can't
can't
stop
stop.
because somebody's looking for a return on investment. So, you know, this not being our first show event ever in life, you know, that covering all those things that happen between technology, equipment, people, resources, stuff like that. That's like nothing to us. Now, I'm more pissed off about the internet not working and my phone not working right now than I get
Facts. Facts.
during
Nah, that's
any
real.
real event, real show.
This is real. That's
Don't ask
true.
me why. It's the small things that make me upset.
It's also been a very long day, and we just did everything was going okay at production wise, and we just didn't need that at the end of it. It's been a long
Yeah,
day.
sure, everything was going
I
okay.
mean, the technology
It's
was not something else we needed on top of the rest of the day.
right.
Yeah,
Luckily, we were able to get the broadcast off today,
I am happy
and
about that.
that's the important part. You know, for me going into this show, it was one of those things when we decided that this show was going to happen, and we said, you know, let's do it. Let's just see if we can do. You know, it became a process of figuring out how we were going to do it, and for me, it was like stepping up things that have been done with this particular project in general, working with the
Mhm.
band and having you know, that aspect of a project to work around. Bringing all the people, VZ Visuals, 88 Mile Marker 88 Production, excuse me, that's Virginia and Nate that come with the video and visual art that we can
Definitely
use
came through with
later.
that.
It's a cool network to have to put together, and we didn't go into it like a big time project, a big time event or something where it's like super super um
Yeah, we were hyper focused.
planned.
No, we were
It
hyper
wasn't.
focused on one thing.
It was supposed to be more organic. It was supposed to be fun for the artist to come into a space and just be free to play music. It's not a like when we talked about creating it, like it wasn't never it's never going it's not a nightclub feel. It's not like a nighttime go traditional like
It's
party feel,
literally the living room.
but it's like a day party, living room, backyard party, like
Okay, like a day
Sunday
party.
even like Saturday afternoon, like, oh, it's a
Like
jam
like
session.
you had Sunday dinner with your family and now you want to kick it with your friends.
Yeah, or like Saturday afternoon, like some shit just jump off, you know what I mean?
Like
Right
Matt, you
here.
remember how we used to be at church and y'all would be like, "But we going to the go tonight, Koya. You trying to go to the go tonight?" And I'd be like, "We just left church."
We still going to the go. But yeah, like that was the focus of it. So it was trying to like I remember Koya like going through the creative process, trying to figure out how the space was going to look, and even up to the day of like production, like we're in the studio, like putting stuff up, and I'm like, I had to tell her like, you supposed to give me orders now, right? What I'm saying? She's like, but we're partners. I don't want. And I'm like, nah, don't don't go like that, friend. You gotta like, this is your like. I need to know. Am I hanging
Y'all,
this
he
here? Am
literally
I
had to
placing
say,
this?
Koya, tell me what to do. And I was like, just put these
Because
here.
also like in our time in the industry, like we've played different roles. You know what I mean? Like I've been
Fact,
everything from the lowest level person to the highest level
fact.
person, on different types of events. And so on something like this, when we are like all the people, it's about taking off those hats and being like, yeah, I know I'm this person, but I gotta go do this, blah, blah, blah. I gotta be a stagehand. I gotta
Exactly.
be a freaking, you know.
Now, don't get us wrong. We are used to that. Our very first show together, we wore every hat. Okay. So in 2000, oh God, 2000 what? Two, three,
Sure.
four?
Yes.
Jesus. Sorry, it was so many things happening in those 2 year spans. It was like a house fire and like all types of things in the middle of that shit. But um
Because I was just
yeah,
coming on
that's
IRR for
right.
the
That's
army.
right. So 2004, y'all, we like literally was in my room kicking it. We talking. We just talking, y'all. We just having a regular conversation. And all of a sudden we start talking about we were already in the process of talking about an academy for visual and performing arts. So we was like, we need to raise money. We need to do some stuff, to get this idea out there, right? So we like talking, talking, talking. We were like, yo, we should do a showcase. We start talking about the whiz. We start talking about all type of weird shit. And then by the end of that night, maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning, we was like, we doing a show. We had a whole show production schedule listed, written out. Like we had come up with the entire program in just a conception conversation. And sometimes you gotta go with it. When you come up with an idea, you just gotta go head first. And we went head first. Like we went head first. We was halfway in our skill sets. Maybe. Not even halfway.
I want to see if my phone is just tripping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You check
Yeah,
that. Cause that
yeah, it's
junk was
tripping.
bugging. No, that
It's
junk was
tripping.
bugging.
It's
It's
bugging
tripping.
now.
Yeah,
I might
it's
have to
bugging.
check some Chrome settings or something. Something might have happened.
I don't know if when you started a new jump, if we have to send a new link to the guys, but I sent them the other link.
You definitely
So
do.
okay, so if you could attempt, I don't know who can. How do we do it? Can we do it from here?
You just do it from right here. Invite and then send it the same way.
But then you
Just
copy it and
like
then
like this is not something we used to. We're not used to running the shows on this platform from our phones, where things are compressed and put in. So we're like, oh, we gotta go here. Like we
yeah,
know
we
what
we
to look
used to
for.
sharing our screens, sharing our files. Like we used to our computers. I mean, I do a lot on my phone, but I'm not trying to run a show on my phone. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm also glad to know what this looks like because I will not be sharing this on.
Like it's good for like simple, with your phone to monitor stuff and like be able to still be there, like if you have to on the go. But as far as really operating the system, you really need to have your computer. Our internet's just down, and that's the like even if we had a hardware, software type of situation going on right now with no internet, and it ain't like it's in the just one location, it's the whole outage in the whole area. So everybody's in their homes around here pissed off right now. They Netflix ain't on. They
Right.
everybody playing Warzone right now. It's raging in their house. They mad because somebody was in the game getting bodies, and then I'm talking about What happened? What's happening? The rest of the party in the game, like, where'd he go? He lagged out.
And then I'm
They trying to
blown
get.
because we had to cut off the daggone stream to start another stream. So now I don't know. I guess they up.
They up. It's there's a
The only reason I know it's up is because Luke J. Walker said happy belated birthday. But yeah.
so like in 2004, that was like
Oh
some
God, that was a full
mature
production.
production professionals. Like we really didn't know shit.
We didn't know shit.
Like we really didn't like when you say
Nah, we
somebody
can
didn't
say that
know.
now. We can say it now because it's this many years late. We didn't know
Mm-mm.
shit. I made, handmade all these clothes, y'all, to put on a fashion show. Urban wear, puff paint, embroidery, screen printing, whatever we had to do. We were doing all of that, and every piece of clothing was from either myself. Most of it was from myself, and then we had a few designers like bring some other stuff in. We had dancers, we had singers, we had a step team situation. It was a lot happening, yo. We had kids in the show. We had a fully planned program. It was a dope show. If I could redo that
These
show
kids
now,
is adults now. That's the
these
crazy
kids are
part.
grown ass kids with whole kids now. Some of these kids got kids. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Our now audio wizard himself was the host of our show.
hmm
So Chris
shout out,
was the
shout out
host
to
of our
Chris,
show. Chris was our whole host.
the audio engineer, the man behind the sound.
Right, the man behind the sound. And it's just so funny how things come full circle. But like that was a full production. We had lost our minds.
You know,
But we
so
but we did it. We pulled it off.
fast forward to this show, like
Yes.
you get the same anxiety, right? Like no matter how many shows you do, how many, like I was a paratrooper in the army, right? So I jumped out of the plane, more than a few times. And every time you still feel the same anxiety. Like you get used to it a little bit as far as like the what you're doing because of the mechanics of it. But
Hmm.
as far as leaving a perfectly good aircraft through a door that most people do not even open unless they're going in or out of in while the plane is on the ground, like there's a
Hmm.
whole mental thing. It's the same thing with shows. Like every show is like a shot to the nerves. Your anxiety goes up, your
Bro.
adrenaline, your all the receptors, like now for me it's a stress situation. It's stressful, but it's a stress that I like. It's a good stress. It's not and that's why it's stress because it's not
That's true. It wasn't
distress.
outside stress.
It's not distress. It's just things that come
Like we
with
were stressed to make it good, to make sure it came out the way it wanted to, but we were not stressed about putting the show on.
right.
If
Because
that
it's
makes sense.
about resources. Like for us, like at this point, so when you go back in time to
Mm.
2004, we had no resources, we had no experience, we did not really know what we were doing at all, but we had a good idea of how to put together a show,
And we had good
and
supporters
we had excellent supporters.
because we
And
had it at Wilson. We had
yes,
the
we
joint
did.
at
Shout out
Wilson.
to the alumni of Wilson Senior High School and
I know y'all. I know y'all got a new name now, but
oh, I
mm,
don't even know what that is. It's something.
um,
Northwest High School.
Northwest High School, some
My
shit.
mother worked there. I don't know what it's
Fucking, they should have called that motherfucker Uptown. Up. The upper
Upper
town.
Town,
The upper
Upper Town
town.
High, Upper
Upper
Town
town
High,
high.
Upper Town High, Upper District High.
That would have been
Yeah.
amazing.
I go
Upper
to Upper
district.
District.
I got an upper district.
No, I'm at Upper District.
I'm a
But
upper district tiger. I'm a upper district tiger.
Upper District Tigers. Woo!
Upper district.
That's what I'm gonna call it. That's what I'm gonna call it. My
Uppity
alma mater
district.
is
Uppity
called Upper
district.
District.
Uppity
Uppity
district.
District High. Mm.
But
Mm.
it definitely was like a smaller condensed version, right? Of like what my brain was thinking then. Now, because of the experience, I was like, yeah, I'm not putting that show on. Not with
I mean, it's a different type of production. So I don't want to say that it's something that we got one of the band
Oh, okay.
backstage. All right, we're
Yes.
gonna bring you in a second, Big Mac. Um, yeah, I don't want to say that it's the same because that was we like tried to put on like something really major
Well,
and
that's why I said condensed. It was a condensed
yeah.
version.
This was a specific type of show, you know, and being that we got the experience now, we know how to, like
Side note, our
itemize
dancer was
things.
also Alonzo Scarecrow Carter was also in the show as well.
Right. You
We
know,
owe y'all. We out here though.
we bring people back, you know.
He's still dancing with the same spunk that he had in 2004.
I think the difference is like knowing how to use your resources now, knowing exactly like where to go. Like I know where to go to shop specifically to get certain things for a show. You know, I
Right.
know how to expense it. I know,
Absolutely.
you know what the process is you need to go and make sure that you're putting the design of the whole show
Right.
together and everything. So it's funny to just think about like how much we didn't know like from experience, but we knew from just like part-
Intuitively.
intuitively and participating in
Oh, now
plays and
and we've
theater and
been in
things like
shows.
that.
Now
Yeah,
let
so
me backtrack quickly
being able to
because
transfer like
I had
what
to be
you
in full productions. Okay, I was in ballet productions from a very young age, and also we were in church plays, school plays, and like we were very clear about what those productions looked like. Period, because we was in them for real
yeah.
for years.
So it was fun and to like start to like, you know, really talk about the collaboration, it was like we really wanted to do something for the band and like
And
create
something
something
different
that
for Go Go.
something different for go-go and the culture and just spread how it looks in a different way. And since we got one of the freaking music
We have
producer
the music producer,
and
one of the
one of the
originals,
original band members of UCB second round, we're gonna go ahead and bring them on in. My
Big
man, Big
Marcus.
Marcus.
Hey, yeah.
What's good,
Hey, what's up with y'all?
What's going
man?
on?
Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're glad to see you out here, man. Enjoying our little posh today, because today
I know
technology got us tripping, man.
technology is tripping right now,
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
real
we
mad.
but yeah,
I
So,
ain't doing
so
nothing.
question, Big Marcus, compared to the having the living room experience, how was that with some of your other like smaller experiences that you guys have had? How was the experience of the environment of the living room for you guys?
The living room environment was a special setup because of the individuals who set it up and the way it was set up, and it kind of just made me feel at home. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like the artwork and stuff like that, and visually, I didn't see how good it looked visually because you're inside of it, but looking at it from an outside point of view, when I saw the pictures, I was like, man, this looks like really awesome. And I think everybody had, for some reason, everybody wore like colors to just really match everything in the background and everything like that. So, it was a good experience. I like it. I wish like it could just be set up like that every single time we do something in there. You know what I'm saying? Or or slightly different every once in a while.
Mm.
So it was a great experience. I like it.
That's what's
So,
up.
and you've been in multiple venues and productions and things like that. And we were just kind of talking about like the stresses that come with that. And as artists, y'all come in with a different list of stresses.
Yeah,
I'm
most
sure we look
definitely.
crazy. We look crazy to y'all running around. But for y'all, when y'all come in, y'all are either real focused or focused on what's about to come out of y'all's instruments and mouths and everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of new to us, and I think the bottom line is that nobody wants to mess up, and
Mhm.
or nobody wants to fail, and it's like everybody made up their mind to just push forward. So the little things that's making it difficult for us, sometimes it can just be a little nerve wracking, but so far we've been pushing through everything. I mean, I'm slowly learning. Some things, man, you just gotta ignore. You can't take it to heart. I mean, you gotta learn. A lot of things are irrelevant, and you can't let those irrelevant things worry about. Get in front of the relevant things. So, um, it's a learning process, but I think we got it though. I think we got the right team and the right people in place to move forward.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what's up. And I want to just we talked about like for us, we started our first show was in like 2004 when we created a fashion show that was a fundraiser for an academy for visual and performing arts that we wanted to create. We never created the academy yet. Well, I don't want to say
Well,
that either
yet we haven't
because
created it
there is
yet.
an academy coming out that is created that spawned from just people that were a part of that show.
Fact.
So I think that's just like the energy carried through with that is spread. But I want to ask you as a creative person, like how do you feel? We were talking about like our expertise then was zero when
We
it
know
came
shit.
down to it. And
We
it
know
was just
shit in
almost
2004.
intuitive. And to now to even do a show like that or any production, any type of event, like our expertise is 10,000 times what it was, so it makes some things easier, some things, easier to deal with. How do you feel as an artist, now being an artist for what, 30, 40, like, I don't even know, like, because when did you start playing music, like, how do you
Uh,
feel, from when you started in the band as an artist, doing music with bands to now, like, as your expertise has grown,
Yeah, what's
give us
that
a little bit.
experience look like? Yeah.
like how has it grown since then, or
Yeah, like how
Yeah,
can you tell like when you was like see like we were talking like we used to bullshit. We used to like bullshit our way to get shit done. Cause we didn't know shit in 2004. We were just like we gonna do it cause it feel right and
well, now it's a little bit different because I'm part of the LLC now, and it's more little things I have to worry about.
mhm.
Rather than before, all I worried about was cranking and when was the next show and what time to show up. Now I got to worry about personnel, who's going to be here, what time they got to go. I worry a little more, not what I'm saying, and that's a little different. Instead of worrying about
the
myself, I
word.
worry about my team, just everybody just being in place and stuff like that. So that's kind of like new for me.
Do you
At first,
worry about your music more or less now versus then or then versus now?
I worry about it now. For some reason, it was like back then. It was like the hype was there, and we were younger, and all we cared about was where we were playing with, who we were playing with, and girls and stuff like that. So that kind of like took away all the responsibility thoughts that we should have been having back then or whatever. But now, we're older now, so we want to make sure all the logistics is straight as far as putting shows together or putting events and stuff like that together. So it's just more responsible. We're older now, and it's just more responsible. It's just different now. That's the difference now. But at the end of the day, the best thing we can do is just continue to put out good music. I mean, you can't lose by just continue out to push, you know what I'm saying, good music. And the fact that we have, like, once again, a great team in place like how we have now, you know, Koya and Matt, and you know what I'm saying, now with Chris, and we got Jerry, and then, you know, everything is just good now. So uh, I don't think nothing can, it's going to be hard to stop us because it's looking like that to me.
Yeah, yeah,
I love it. I love it. Yeah,
and
that's
it's
how
Yeah,
I was thinking. Like,
that's too.
cause for me, like, when we thought about the living room, we wanted to do something during Black History Month because, like, go go to us is Black History, right?
Yep.
And I, to me, UCB is one of the bands and just one of the names of go go that also I know the music is going to transcend time and history. It already
Hmm.
has. Um, and it's going to be just as historic as now, like Chuck Brown music is, you know? And I think that was for us, like creating a different vibe was what we were really going for, you know, like just trying to show that this is history, even though you don't always see it in this light. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I feel really good to be able to do that and want to continue, you know, to be able to bring a different look to the culture and, you know, using our relationship with the band to really like grow that through you guys.
yeah. I mean, I deeply appreciate that, man. Just even y'all even just coming together and putting those things all together for us. And I mean, I see the drive that you all have, whatever. Like I saw a picture and Koya was it looked like she was visualizing. She was sitting Indian style on the floor, and I looked at the picture. I was like, what the hell is she doing? I was like, whatever it is she's doing, for her to sit Indian style on the floor, it got to be something. So, you know, when I came in there, I noticed all this stuff was around. I'm like, this stuff looks familiar. Like, whose stuff is this? And then I'm like, some of this stuff looks familiar. Like, and then y'all, once you told me, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see, like, I felt like the energy in the place, and it was just good, man. It was good. And I think I never looked at stuff like that, so that's why I'm so fascinated with,
Mm.
you know, just like energy like that. Like I never really thought of taking your home into the place that, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, where you work or you going to perform at, and it makes you feel more comfortable. And I think that comfortability kind of like translated over into our
Mm.
performance.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely saw that in the performance. Like everybody felt comfortable. It sounded good. Like it
It
looked
turned into
good.
a
And
playground.
the energy was fun and lively, you know. And I think that was a really big part of our focus was, you know, to give a show and to like present the energy virtually online was a big thing for us to
It's
like
difficult.
say, all right, we got to translate this so it just like pops out at people, you know, because people
Yeah,
try to recreate other environments like a
Like
concert
a
stage
go go, a concert stage,
or
like
a
the go
live
go.
a nightclub event or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that works too. You know, that has its place and it works and it's cool, but it doesn't always reach out as much. And we wanted this to like reach out. So I think it hit it. You know, I think it, it reached out and touched people.
Yeah, I think so. I think it did. I think it did cultivate like a comfortable environment. And that's really what I wanted to see. Like I like to use environments to kind of bring out certain energies from people. Lighting to you also do that. You guys just having coordinated outfits and things like that, like all of that made sense. It was just perfect. It really just worked out really well. The sound came out really good. The visuals look amazing. And it was fun. Like we had a good time. We had a good time. Like I wasn't even that stressed, honestly, as stressed as I usually am. I don't know about you, Matt, but I wasn't quite as stressed.
Nah, I had fun doing it. I actually felt
See,
good,
we
you
had a
know.
show where I had a whole bag of clothes that got left at my house that I didn't even have, and I had to change up everybody's outfits. last minute, like shenanigans. Shenanigans. Whole people didn't show up. I was calling people like, yo, where y'all at? And we had no like the internet was not nowhere near what the internet is now
Right.
at
You could
all.
do that.
We ain't had
So
no
Marcus,
resources.
um, we don't want to keep you too long. You know what I'm saying? You can stick around as long as you like. But I got a question. Do you have like a favorite moment
Mm.
of creation of music or like performing music that you just like, oh, I had fun on this trip or this stage or on this
Yeah, like what's your
event?
best moment in your career?
Uh, there was it was in New York when we was doing the Wale stuff, and
Hmm.
I didn't know exactly how big Wale was,
Mm.
and I knew he was bigger than when he was in DC, like outside of DC when we was traveling, because we was doing like weekend tours and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
this one particular time, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get Chrisette Michelle to come, and she's gonna come up on stage with us." And I'm like, "Chrisette Michelle, like Chrisette Michelle, like really Chrisette Michelle?" And I'm like, "Nah, she ain't coming." So we
I love
about
it.
like 12, so about 12 p.m. right? We were doing sound check, and they was saying, yeah, they said she's supposed to be on the way, and I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever. So then like, man, like I just took a little tour around the venue. It was the Highline
Hmm.
Ballroom, and I saw her. She came in through the side door, and I just like froze. I was like, she's really here. Like this is serious. Like this is serious. Like she's really like she knows him. Like they know each other. Like, and then we discussed like how we are gonna have her come out and you know what I'm saying, how the show was gonna go. And she sat at the table, and I had like I'd never been starstruck before, and I think when I think back on it, I was because I had on like a sweatshirt and it was completely wet. I had to leave because it just
Oh
got so
shit.
wet, and I was like, oh my. No, because hey man, she looks like way better in person than on TV, man. I mean, like
Oh,
she's beautiful.
I
You know what I'm saying?
know.
Like,
I
you know what
met
I'm saying? So I'm just like,
I was
wow,
about to
like
say,
she's here.
Matthew has definitely seen that joke.
I met her too. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
man, she
Hmm.
was real nice, man. But we did out
Beautiful,
when we did that performance,
beautiful
it
woman.
was it was a good performance because it was Freeway, got up on there,
Mm.
the Young Gunners,
Oh shit.
what's the guy that's under signing the Kanye? He was battling with Drake. I forget his name, the twin from the Clips. Uh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shit. Yes, I know you talking about.
man,
Ooh, what is his
I
name?
can't forget his name, man. I forget his name. It was him. It was and Ryan Leslie.
Oh,
And Ryan Leslie, he opened, and Ryan Leslie had this thing where we played this song Addiction. He didn't like the way his own band played Addiction, so we would play
what?
Addiction when we came on second. He would get up on there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he would get up there, and me and him would be playing like the keyboards together, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh,
he
that's
did that.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like one of my best shows. That was like one of my best shows with him.
That's a good story.
That is a great story. Like
And,
I love
Chris
that.
Michelle, she came out and did her thing too. So that was like one of my best shows, one of my favorite shows.
Isn't
Oh,
that
that's
fun
awesome.
though?
The strangest thing about it was when you play out of town, once you finish your song, we wasn't used to people like clapping or giving us applause, whatever. It was so strange. We was like, hey, we're getting you know, we was getting all
Oh
type of
yeah, I never thought about that. Like at the go
yeah,
go, we don't clap. We just go to the next song. We clap that ass.
exactly.
We
So people
clap
was
that
clapping
ass.
when we went
That's
to the next
what.
song.
Y'all get claps. You just get ass claps. Okay.
Oh, and also Jay Z and Leonardo DiCaprio, they was there too, but they was like up in the little booth in
Damn.
the audience. So you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
So that was like I'm gonna say that was like the highlight of you know what I'm saying
I
of
mean,
my
That's what's up.
music.
that's a big
That's a
ass highlight.
hey, that's a great story though. Like sometimes it be just like them one events, that it just stands out because it was just the energy was good and it just felt good and it let you know like, oh, I'm doing what I love to do and like I'm in a place in a position like that I always dreamed about. Because some people don't get to that those moments at all, you
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
know. And so to have that, it just lets you know that you really like put in work and that you know deserve to continue to succeed at that shit. You know, I love it. I
Mhm.
got so many. I got some
I
great
like those
memories,
moments,
man.
and I like the moments that we succeed with like nothing. You know, like when you ain't got no fucking budget. When you like, I mean, we ain't had no budget for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's that's
Like,
that's a, that's the most of my.
no, but I mean, like one of my favorite moments in my career has been was a no budget situation, but it was so much fun, and it's really the first time I think I asserted myself differently because, like, with our show, I was able to kind of like be, fuck around and get some shit done and be like, all right, fuck it, it's done. But when I did the show with, well, now she runs the GoPro, I mean the Pro Academy. So Pro Academy owners, Katoya and Shane, I did the little toys video joint. It was a Christmas like Babes in Toyland themed um yeah, like a Babes in Toyland theme type of like situation, and it basically was like they were like, we ain't got no budget, but we know you know how to do a set. So what can we do? I'm looking at them like, what we gotta do? Costumes? We gotta do a set? we got we got y'all, and I'm talking like toys. Like these kids were dressed, these are dancers, these were kid dancers, and they had to dress up as like different Christmas toys. So you had like Matt done took himself off. You have like like a nutcracker. We had a girl. We took a big cardboard box, cut out a window of the box, and put paper on the outside and made it a Barbie doll box and put a little girl in it, and she was dressed as a Barbie, and she came out that junk ticking and breaking and shit. Shit was fire, but we had no budget, son. We had no budget in that blicker, like at all. I was in there. I mean, we got so many weird things to make costumes. It was crazy. And then like I have to share that junk. That sounds so wild. And then we took boxes, wrapped them like gifts, used that as the set. We took paper, wrapped this like thing on a wall to make it look like a fireplace. Like it was crazy as shit with no budget. All we had was wrapping paper and boxes.
But you made the best out of it, though. Lee.
And that shit looked fucking amaze balls. Like
See, it don't want me to be great.
it doesn't want you to be great. Are you touching things?
I ain't do nothing. Okay,
Oh,
the
you just
gentleman just
made take. You
throws
need to
up.
apologize. You need to apologize to the
I
technology.
apologize to the technology. Shit, what did I do?
You was cursing the technology out, going on the technology. Then you
I
got on the
wasn't.
technology, and you went on the technology more.
Matt, you ain't moved the router box from what was that?
Oh
Nick, the
my
joint is
god.
right. Nick, the
Oh
joint is
no,
right
Marcus.
here.
Marcus,
It's right
he's
here.
at my crib.
It's right
He's next
here.
to the jump. He's
It's
at my
right here.
Wow.
crib,
That's my head on the
and
router.
The
I'm
Xfinity
pushing the
jump.
signal through my
The Xfinity
brain right
Jones dead right now, son. Xfinity said, "Bitch, we have an outage. That shit is not working in your neighborhood."
now.
I
Right
have that. I have that same problem, so I have to just go off of my cell phone.
That's why I'm on my cell phone right now because I can't play
I
games
have
with
that
it right
same
now.
problem. My my son done took over my living room, and
mm.
because that's where the game is at, and he
Oh,
normally would be in his room, but now he likes video games now. So
okay.
and all the Wi-Fi in the back of the house, the back of my apartment, it just don't reach.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm gonna
got to
have to
get
find.
an
So
extender.
I'm gonna have to sit it somewhere in the middle somewhere. I got one. I bought
Yeah,
one of those extenders, but it seems like it don't work to me. I'm like
you
it
might
just
have to
sucks.
buy. You might have to buy another one. I had to buy one. I just bought one the other day, but it did start working
It
Um,
take a little while, but if you can't
it
get it with one, then get
you
two,
have to get one more.
and then put one like in between that one and the other one, and put the other one like right in the room that you needed to be in.
Is it a
So
way
Right.
they
you can
tell you
hook them both together or something? Like,
Yeah,
can
the
they
no.
all run
Wi-Fi,
off
the
the same
Wi-Fi
server?
connects them all. The
The
Wi-Fi connects them all.
the issue with it is they still pulling off of the same router, so
Right.
sometimes the speeds get slower, but it's for you not to lose the connection. It's not really going to make the connection better.
Faster.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes it makes
So
it a
it's
little,
kind of
especially if
pulling
you.
from it, but it won't kick you off the internet.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's all trash.
It's just it's a
It's
it's
a
it's an
it's a it's a
extender.
band-aid.
It's an
Mhm.
extender, but it doesn't
It's
has no
not a
power to
booster.
it.
It's
No
not a
It's
push
not a
button.
booster.
booster. Right.
They do have boosters.
Do they have
You
a
can boost
booster?
it to, yes, and you can boost it to another router, and then that one becomes it's like a secondary.
Mm.
Ooh. Yeah.
I need to look into that because this is this is my whole life right now. I
Hmm.
can't have this. Have these
Yeah.
shenanigans happen.
Today was a trippy day.
Ooh boy.
I will say that, and I will say that, and I will say that.
Today was a that's a good answer. Today
That was
was
a
a
trippy day
trippy
today, man.
day. All
I'm
day was a
I'm
trippy
I'm, I'm
day.
glad y'all see
Oh, we
the
see the
I'm glad
shenanigans.
y'all see the powers that be that we've always been up against.
Oh, we see the powers. We see the powers. And I'm
If you want to call it that,
the
power.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I'm being
the weaklings that
the
be
the weakness, the dark
the
shadows,
weaklings.
the Eeyores out here.
And I mean, that
Yeah,
comes with, I think that
It
has
comes
been
with
the
the
issue
territory.
with production, with like music and entertainment and all ways. And so we're talking about creativity, like, and we're talking about production, but business is a big part of this. You know, the entertainment business, which is hurting really bad right now, due to
Hmm.
COVID, is one of the largest industries on the planet. And
Yep.
you got, but it's also very easily exploited.
Yep.
um you can there's so many different shades of people that work in production, that do events, that do shows, films, movies, music, everything. And I think it's always been a barrier for artists specifically to get through these um dark areas of the
yeah,
business to get to the light areas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. And I think with, certain business, like in a place like DC that has, like, a culture around its music that is specific to this place, I think that it's more time now than any other time that it's stopped being, about the individual um trying to get on top of the next individual, but just the unification of the music in general, like hip hop.
So like white people don't
Music.
have go-go, but white people have garage bands and their business looks a lot like go-go. Like the garage band era, like that is what go-go is.
Hmm.
That's how I
and
look
it,
at it.
and it took a good push for that to get on top of the market enough that it got looked at more than just that. And that's
Right.
what which we want to see with go go. I think that people have
I'm gonna be
good
honest. The only reason go-go hasn't become
movements.
a full industry is because people in go-go are holding it back.
Hmm. Like, there are great movements happening in the culture, but I think that people that are behind these movements are not moving it like they should. And
With the
that
yeah.
energy
that
they should.
that's going to be what we're going to have to move forward in this area, in this culture, to like overcome and withstand and show that it's a bigger, it's a better way, it's a professional way, and a standard way too. Like,
Yeah.
some of
It's
the shit is a standard. Some of the shit is like being a professional in production now for all these years, from 2004 to now, right?
Hmm.
mhm.
I've learned, and Koya's learned, and you've learned, Marcus, that there is a way that these things are done.
Absolutely.
And it's been done like this. And in order to be a part of the bigger picture where the real money is and where the real opportunities are, that can help the community and everyone, you have to know the standard way of doing things, the standard way of communicating, standard way of how things are done in an industry, no matter what industry you're in.
Right.
You don't go to an engineering firm and tell them, no, we're gonna just change things up and do it like this. The first shit they build gonna fall apart, and then they're gonna sue
Right.
you. Like the fuck,
Right.
like
I woke
and
up
that's a
today in a
creative
great
firm.
mood. I did not wake up today prepared for shenanigans. Okay. I woke up like we gonna show the remastered version of this joke. We gonna put this joke up today. Have our little talk today. That's what I was on.
Yeah.
So when shenanigans start happening, and then I start seeing how people move in these movements, then I have to turn into dark unicorn. And I didn't feel like being dark unicorn today. I was
That,
tired.
I don't even know a dark unicorn can exist. I mean,
Oh, exactly.
Oh, where there's light, there's darkness.
Me and Matt all day today was like he's just looking at me through his phone. I'm looking at him through his phone, just energy looking at each other. Like I don't think we should turn today. Let's not turn today. We trying not to turn today. Like y'all don't need to see the shadow side for what? I just be trying to stay light skinned sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I like
But
my dark skin.
but but Matthew wanted to be dark skinned today, and
Big Marcus just no.
but nah, that's some real shit though. The industry is very interesting on all aspects, and I hear stuff from like other places that I got friends that live in like other states, and like their little music stuff is very interesting as well.
No, the music industry, it just has multiple nuances. All industries, like in film, it's the same way. Like, um, we have levels and ways that we kind of try to judge how we are moving up in the
Yep.
industry. Yep. Everything has, but it's a right way to do things. It's a wrong way to do things. Like,
Same in my
like for the
industry,
living room,
marketing,
for instance.
branding. We got
Yeah, for
rules.
the living room, we tried to go at that in the process that we know works for the situation that were putting it in, with uh less resources than we would really like to do something, and still we're able to like put out a schedule and secure all of the props, secure the
Hmm.
equipment, secure people there, the things that we needed, and then had a format and idea of how exactly we were going to do it. That comes from experience to be able to do that at that level and not be like, oh shit, fumbling through it, and be able to deal with all the parties and not dicking people over. Because a lot of things that people do, I see, is they dick people over on
Fact.
what they're doing.
Right.
Somebody agrees that they're going to get paid for something, and then the person's like, oh, no, no, no. We thought we were going to sell tickets, and then we was going to pay. Like, shit
Like the
like that.
fuck?
No, no,
No.
you just paid for this, and if you sell tickets, then you made your money back.
Right. The
You know
fuck?
what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
but people do shady business all the time, especially with ticket shit. Ticket shit gets shady as hell.
I mean, it goes down the line with everything, like with equipment, with people. They'll charge a
False
client.
advertisements. Oh my god. Back in the day, false marketing was horrible.
Well, they'll charge a client $50 an hour for a person that works 3 days for 10 hours, and pay that person $15 an hour.
Nah, but you remember back in the day, they used to slap bands on flyers and shit, and the bands wouldn't even be there and shit. Whole
Oh,
artists wouldn't be there.
oh, that shit used to be the
yeah.
ghetto
That
life.
was the
That's how we used to get on shows a lot.
For real.
We used
people
to get on
slapping
when we
y'all on it.
first started out. We used to get on shows like that.
Oh
Oh, because
shit.
they said they had somebody else, and then they would just call y'all to come and do it.
No,
No, they put their
we be
name on
like
the
walking
flyer.
around. We walking around. You look up on a tree somewhere, on a pole somewhere, and your band's name is on the flyer. So then you're like, okay, we play such and such Saturday. And we should be so thrilled to play, and we'll show up. They let us
Shit,
play.
that was the
We're
bait.
yeah, they let us play because we was crazy. We was straight from the basement. You know, they let us play and we
What?
bang out. And
The flyer was the bait, nigga. That shit was the bait.
Wow, that's a whole nother move. So they like put out the marketing
Yeah,
without your
that
permission,
but
but then
but
they
that's
there's a
want
why
you
new
the
to
way.
false
show up.
marketing was such a big thing.
That's
But see,
crazy.
it's a new way they doing it now. And you know, a lot of these bands they they want to be seen,
Mm,
and you know they a lot of the bands don't have the name that we have, and
right.
it's hard for us to get what we get. So can you imagine what they aren't getting? You
Facts.
Right.
know, so that's the new way
Facts.
of them doing it.
Ooh.
Mm.
That is the new way of them doing it. Everybody wants to be on that platform or to do that one show just to be seen or known or whatever. They think it's their ticket to get seen or known.
Oh, I
You know
didn't
what I'm
think
saying?
about that.
Meanwhile, you find you know what I'm saying. Your pockets aren't getting filled from it. Maybe popularity, but at those young ages, you don't care about your pockets. You care about popularity. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So this is the new way. You know, this is their new way of doing it. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
So
interesting.
so that's why
Interesting.
I say, let them wear our Prince Street Road. They want to use our name. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like our last live stream. I think that should just be a bait to come on over to what we do next. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a few people in the chat on you know what I'm saying on that particular I mean on the comments,
Mm-hmm.
and I would hit all those folks up and tell them the you know what I'm saying if they like what they saw on this, then come on over to that to our platform, whatever. We got our own stuff going, whatever. So
Right.
so we get stuff going that way too.
Yep.
And I think it's a good thing to uh people say y'all my favorite band or something like that, then I come and like thank you, whatever, like that, like like the actual artist responds back to the YouTube comments or whatever like that. So
Right.
just to keep people in touch, make them feel at home, and
Yep.
know that somebody will answer them back if they put a question out. So I don't
And
mind
that's
doing stuff like
actually
that.
and that's actually why y'all's band is so well known because you guys are approachable to your fan base.
Hmm.
And a lot of people are not like that. A lot of bands are not like that. A lot of artists are
No,
not
not at
like that.
all.
And so that's
Yeah.
really important that y'all have that. I think that's something that actually makes y'all kind of stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew, what you looking at? Is something attacking
Oh
you?
no, no, it's
You
all. I had to work out.
got me nervous. I'm like, is something attacking him? No, that's some real shit, Marcus. That's some real shit. Okay, I have a question. If you could think of any show concept, big, large, wherever in the world, any type of concept, like what would be like your ultimate show?
Um, the ultimate show.
Yeah, like what could be your ultimate, like if you could have anything, money's not a concept, like
You can
wherever you
work
would
with
want, you could
anybody.
work with any artist, you could do whatever you wanted. Like what would be your dream shit?
Uh, I'm a little old school, man. So
Okay.
I would love to work with Devin the Dude and
Mm.
Devin the Dude and
Mm.
Too Short,
Okay.
Mm.
and
Mm.
have like comedian Corey Holcomb like host the show.
Okay.
Mm. That's a
Uh,
hell of a concept.
and then and then like have them like and make sure like they have like their bands too, because you know what I'm saying, like some of those Texas artists and it's like some California artists they got their own bands and stuff like that. So we used to all like just do a show together like that.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you
That'd be
talking about
tight.
like a band blend? Everybody gets on like a big ass stage and just
Ooh.
like
Like a
has
mega
jam
band.
session type shit,
I,
mega
I
band.
wouldn't say a blend, but I just say just that lineup right there, man, because it'll bring out like cool smoking. It just bring out the cool folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
You right.
people,
That fan base would be
people that
bomb.
people that be chilling, man. That just like just good music, good vibes, whatever,
Nah,
man.
that's
You know
a
what
good
I'm saying? Like,
lineup. That's a very
I
interesting
had to I had to
lineup.
get to my dude when you said it. Oh, Devin, oh yeah, gotta smoke
As
that.
soon as he said Devin, I said, fuck yes.
Gotta
Where we
smoke
I,
doing
that
you know,
that?
Devin
I'm
from.
not. I'm not much of a smoker, man, but Devin, I still can relate to a lot of his raps, man, because he's like
Hell
the
yeah.
underdog. He's like the
Hell yeah.
underdog, man. So I can really relate to, you know,
We gotta
just
do
his
that.
style.
That's a Jamaica show. Jamaica.
Yeah. As far as
That's
Too
a
Short, man, I just like how he raps, man.
no,
He's
that
so
was an
simple.
interesting choice. Too Short was an interesting choice. I
And
actually
he,
think
he, he's
that would
just
bring
so
out a dope
simple,
crowd.
man. It's just so simple. He never changed his style, so he just, he never switched up. So that kind of reminded me of us a little bit. You know
Nigga,
what I'm
that's the
saying?
UCB Cannabis Fest right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's what
saying.
that
So,
is. That's what that is right there. That's a hell of a lineup.
mhm.
Ooh, that shit would be fire.
I like that. I
Mm,
like
I
that.
like it too.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Well,
I
that's just
love it.
off the top of my head. Another one would be like just I don't know, just do like some funk like shows or whatever, man. I feel like go-go is part of go-go is like funk music first, and then it's what it
Agreed.
is. So do like
Oh
some
shit, Big Marcus, that's me and Matthew shit though. Like you see us, we like yes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, like do like a show with you know what I'm saying, like we can change our shit up and do some shit with Boosie or
Okay.
Mm.
George Clinton, and you know what I'm saying, something like something in that style, that feel, whatever. Just funk out, whatever. You know what I'm saying, on like a little LA type of vibe or something like that, man. Or we go out there and do something. Oh, my second favorite. I ain't you to ask about my second favorite show. My second favorite show uh when we went to California and we did Regulate with Nate. We not with Nate Dogg, but Warren G.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was like I think
Oh shit.
I took like I was drinking Red Bull energy drinks, and I think I had like too many of them because I was like real jittery and
Oh
just real
yeah.
hyped for that show. But I was so I was so psyched up. You know what I'm saying? I was so psyched off of
Ooh,
that
with
because
Warren G though.
yeah, Warren G, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So so that's like that whole West Coast Snoop Dogg. All them folks, man. Like I'm just what I'm saying. I love that. Like that's part of my style. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I was just like on cloud nine when it came down to that. Then, but I was like, damn, where's Nate Dogg? But that's why I had learned that he was sick. And then, like about 2 months later, you know what I'm saying? They said he had a stroke. He had passed away with us. So I was like, damn, he must have been really sick because
Damn.
when we performed Regulate, he man, we made it sound good. Man, it sounded like incredible when we did it. Like it's on
Mm.
YouTube too. But
Mm.
man, but the crowd was singing Nate Dogg's part. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I gotta find that.
yeah, the crowd was, and then like what we did was when we go to New York, like all the Wale's mixtape stuff, like what we would do was we would convert it over, like we would play half of his songs, and then we would convert it over to like a popular Jay-Z song that everybody knew, and it kind of like just worked. It just went with that. We would convert like all Wale songs over to a Jay-Z song. Then when we went to
That's
LA,
dope.
we used to convert everything over to a West Coast song, like you know what I'm saying, like a Snoop Dogg song or a Tupac song or something like that. So it just all worked
Mhm.
out for us, whatever, So
Oh, you
that was
gotta
my
find that. You gotta find that link, and you gotta send that to me. I gotta
Yeah,
see
that's
that.
cool. That's a cool story right there. That's another cool one right there.
I was about to say, yeah,
It's
you got
always
some.
it's
Those are some
always
dope
great when you
stories.
get
hey,
a
and
type of
I
legend.
learned from the West Coast version of you looks different than the East Coast version of you.
That's true.
I, I, I saw a couple
That
of
is
girls.
true.
I seen a
That is
couple of
an
familiar faces.
absolutely true.
Huh?
That's
What'd you
true.
say?
That is
Yeah, because I
absolutely
seen
true.
I seen a couple of girls that I didn't think much of when they was over here.
Oh,
And when I
oh,
saw them out there, I was like, oh my God, like this is not her. Like this can't be her. She looks incredible. You know what I'm saying? So
oh
uh
shit. That's funny.
Yeah,
yeah, it
that
was
West
weird
Coast
though.
do something different to you.
When Matthew was living in Cali, this nigga
Yeah, it
became a
does.
whole nother. He looked like a whole yacht nigga, a whole surfer nigga. I was like, what is you wearing right now, nigga? Are you wearing Black Pyramid, nigga? What is you wearing? Why you
Anything.
Did you have
always
on
look like you on the beach
come on,
or in Carabana?
did you have on sandals? Because that's like it's a popular shoe out there. Sandals.
Nigga, the nigga
Not
was in
yet.
summertime gear. He was in summertime gear all the
But I
time.
mean, it changes your mindset. Like when you wake up and it's like sunny every day,
Yeah,
it's hard to get like down in certain
Mm.
ways, but you have hard times, like shit. So it like
yeah.
kind of it puts a mask on the hard times, but when you come outside, like you just feel like, oh, let me get some of this sun. Let me put on something bright, like But you can
Mm.
also feel like putting on something dark, like it's a whole. It's just you get different vibes. Like I feel like that when I go anywhere. Like when I go to the South, I feel comfortable in the South, like in a different way. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
feel like
oh, when I was
it's
living in
chill,
Savannah,
cool.
I looked like trash. I was some trash in Savannah. I ain't care what I look like. I'm down there with a bunch of country folk, and I'm from the city. What? I don't have to wear half of what I'm wearing in the city, in the South at all, unless you in Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, then it's a little different. But I was in Savannah. It might as well have been in Baltimore. Like I could wear anything. I looked crazy.
She
And
said,
everywhere I go, I look totally different, but it's still a version of me. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
people not as judgy. They not judgy in the same way. And even like your bum look could still look fire. I used to wear white undershirt, y'all, like Hanes, the little V-neck, thin ass white t-shirts. I used to wear them jumps with overalls or with blue wide leg jeans, and I used to wear a different color handkerchief, little bandana jump somewhere on my body every day. On
So
all
you were
colors.
like
"Damn."
I had every
you were just like
color.
Bob the Builder.
I look
Well, they
crazy.
thought she was banging. That's what it was. They was like,
And
"Wow,
my
what
whole
gang
crew
she
dressed
in?"
like that. We all dressed just like that, and we was a bunch of religious virgins walking around campus. It was trash, trash. I got no action.
That's a hell of a that's a hell of a description right there, man.
Because it's true. It's true. We won't go into that side of her. She was an
Oh, I used
asshole.
to damn everybody. I used to be like, you're gonna go to hell because you're smoking weed. Your dick is gonna fall off because you're having sex before marriage. Like I used to go off. I used to,
Man,
I
she
used to
used
go
to hate
off.
us, Big Mac, I guess. She used to
I'm a
hate us,
whole,
man.
I'm a whole stoner chick now. Talk about why you don't smoke.
That's
I used to
crazy.
bake. I
He's
used to
like,
bake.
were
Bake.
you guys smoking?
Were you guys
Were,
smoking?
are you
Are
high?
you high right now?
Blah
They would be
blah
like,
blah
"We're
blah.
going to the go go
But
after church, Koya. You want to go to the go go with us tonight?" No, y'all
if
are heathens.
Judgy was a picture, it used to be Koya circa 1990 something.
Yeah, facts, facts.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I,
she was judging the
it
shit
was
out
bad.
you.
I
You
would
ain't
judge the
shit.
shit. I know that sounds weird now that I am so very open to everybody's
No,
lifestyle.
no, we all grow, man.
I grew
I
immensely
mean,
though.
I can think of something weird, too. So that I actually know people like that. So
And the crazy part is I still had the part of me that was like very like loved everybody, but I just didn't want them to go to hell in my head. I was like, don't go to hell, y'all. I'm trying to save y'all from hell.
oh yeah,
And they
you like a religious freak.
I was like shit, but not really. Like I wasn't a Bible thumper. I just didn't want anybody to go to hell. Hell
Nah,
never seemed like fun.
she just
I believe in
believed
rules.
rules.
I
Yeah.
believe in rules.
Rules.
which
Following
is why
instructions
I like
to the
rules
T, to the
and
T,
organization.
and organized to the T. Used to couldn't have no freestyle shit with Sean, unless
Like
it was within the
freestyle.
confines of
Yeah,
her
no.
control setting.
Hell no.
Like we're gonna make mud pies, but you can collect your own mud, whatever that is. But if you bring the mud, it's not the right consistency she wants. She gotta add more water to it. So you can't really bring your own mud, but you can try. That's what growing up with Koya was like.
I did used to do that. I used to be like, Shani, that is not the right herbs for the witch's brew.
She like,
But we in the woods picking up just random shit and throwing it in a pot. I'm like, those is not the right woods. Those I might have been right though.
she
It
could
might
go
not
pick
have been
up
the
some
right shit.
poison ivy and put it in the pot. Is this the right one? Smell it. What you get? Man, an asshole.
Oh shit. Well, I'm excited about the things to come. I think it's gonna be a good rest of the year.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see a lot of new faces behind old faces.
New faces behind old faces.
You like
I only
that?
talk to bosses if you ain't the boss.
Yeah, I only talk to bosses. So if you ain't a boss, don't have a conversation.
With me.
Get your boss. Bring your boss to me. Who are you? Are you the boss? No, I don't have a conversation with you.
All right. It's like, are you in God?
I'm the person that's real quick, huh? I don't know what you're saying. Give me your manager. I'm that bitch. Like I'll be like, huh? Where's your manager? I don't have time for this. I don't have time. At a restaurant, I'm not going back and forth with you. Give me your manager. Where's your supervisor? Airport. Where's your manager?
And I have fun
I
and
don't
I
like
have
that
fun.
stuff. I used to raise your manners.
That's why I'm gonna tell everybody just to respond to people that way. Where's your manager? Who's the boss? Who runs shit? That's my
Yeah.
response to everybody. Good morning. Who runs shit? Who am I
And
talking to?
if you say you run shit and you don't accurately have the run shit with you, I'm gonna ask you to find somebody that runs shit better than you.
Right. Who runs shit
Above
better
you.
than you? Who tells you what to do, nigga? That's what I'm gonna say. Who tell you what to do?
We're gonna keep going up the ladder till we
I'm the
find out.
manager. Okay, well, who's the investor? Who's the silent partner? Who's your board?
You're so silly.
Who's the board of directors? That's who I want to talk to.
Well, I do want to say like I'm excited to produce more living room sessions with the band and with other artists, with other bands, with other things. Oh snap! Look, the internet's coming back up.
Oh,
Um,
and with the 2022 Coachella.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna stir up some stuff right there.
Hashtag Coachella. Look for it. It's already in this post actually.
You did?
Coachella.
You did
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, go look at the post.
You're a troublemaker. You're a damn troublemaker.
this is
Coachella
weird.
2022. Let's get it.
She's a damn
Let's
It
troublemaker.
won't let
get
me.
it. Thank you. Thank you for the good tidbit.
Right. Thank you for Thank you for stopping by.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Oh,
I got it
and now
back. We
now our
back.
internet wants to work and shit. Fuck this fucking internet.
Yep. That's what's up,
There I
man.
go.
What
Whole
time is it?
different
Oh, you
camera.
just went.
Get rid of this
Who got next tail?
one. Oh, cause she don't know how to mute her shit.
All right. Jesus.
You got a dog whistle.
Jesus. All right. Oh my God. Back in business. Hey, computer. Hey, computer. Hey, girl. How you doing, girl? You was not with us, boo. How you doing, internet?
Shit was lunching.
That shit was buggy. Uh-oh. Is that you, man? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Oh, okay. Now you muted on both Jones. Oh, he probably trying to get his headphones together. Big Marcus, what you got on right now? What color is this shirt that you're wearing?
It's coral.
Coral. I like that color on you. That's a good color.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like island color.
Huh?
I like them island colors. Matthew, get it together. Yes. Hey, computer. Hey. Hey, computer.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you watch the actual like rebroadcasting of the show today?
No, I couldn't get around to. I was kind of tied up.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was hoping that
It's still
y'all started late, so I can, just get on here with y'all. I hate to say I'm gonna do something and don't do it.
nah, but the junk's still up though. You can definitely go watch that junk.
Almost definitely. You know what I'm saying? I had posted it a few times too.
Yeah. It was really the first time I watched some of it on my actual TV on YouTube, so I could kind of see it on the big screen. I watched it on the big. I mean, I pretty much watch y'all every day in some version of y'all. So now I get to watch this one over and over again. So I'm happy about that because I was watching the Provost junk and the MLK junk like daily.
Yeah, I think the Provo joint was decent.
Yeah, I actually like that one.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
I thought that was cool.
Like yeah, I think the setting in there was pretty nice too.
It was actually the tone of it was very similar to the living room. I think that's why you like it because it feels very similar.
Yeah.
I think you don't like simulated club formats. Like if we not really in the club, you don't want it to feel like the club if we not in the club.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back like crack. Okay.
Okay.
Woo.
Are you happy now?
Yes.
Okay, because we
I
got
got
we're
this.
not good with the technology not working. I hear you.
To be up and running. This joint was good. It's just that it's like not the right situation, and we can't like do what we need to do in the job.
Right. No, that's real. That was terrible. I was really highly frustrated actually. I was so frustrated. Like I was like, yo, not today, Satan. Satan was playing games today. I was like, yo, you playing games today. We must be about to get a payout. A payout must be coming because you got too much happening today, sir.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I woke up to like, what the hell is this? The hell? I'm going to
She rarely has me calling in a tiffy.
I was mad.
Cause I'd be like, motherfucker,
Nah, I was
I don't
mad.
know what happened, but
Nah, I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, not today. Nah, I'm gonna kirk the fuck off today.
everybody that works in production or creative fields, you gotta have a counterpart that can humble you at a moment's notice and not know what the fuck is going on because we know how we are. And one thing we will do is we will go off on a motherfucker and let them know all
Cool.
type of shit about them that they didn't know about you, and it sometimes can hurt people's feelings. But if you got somebody in your life like a unicorn or something, some type of partner, you gotta go to them first and be like, I feel like I'm about to blow my ego
Yeah,
and I need to get humble. Can you just tell me to be humble? Now, sometimes they'll amp you up at the same time,
that's
but
true.
then that's when you know you really need to be humble. When your counterpart get amped up
Fact.
with you and want to go smack too, then
Right.
you got a motherfucker. Okay, one of us got to go calm down because then it's gonna blow shit up and we're gonna destroy the world. So like,
My mother is like that. That's why, like, when I go through stuff, I don't call her anymore because she just got that. I don't know, man. It's like her voice or something. I don't know, man. Like, I just
mhm,
she get mad at a certain person, man. Like, it's like that energy could just be translated over to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's like get possessed by her feelings, and then bam. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She be like, tell that motherfucker I said fuck him, and then I be like, yeah, fuck him. And I'm like, hold on, hold. I can't just do that.
Nah, but what you do know is when your partner's as amped as you are, then both of you are right. If you both that amped up and the other one can't calm the other one down, we both right.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, you're right.
right.
And y'all reaction is
That's the
probably
signal. That's the signal
your
to let you know.
reaction.
Okay, we
Yeah,
got to
that's
regroup.
confirmation.
We got to go attack too.
Exactly.
It's
I just wanted to
confirmation.
show an example of what the before and after look like.
hmm
That is the before frame.
hmm
This
Oh
is
my dad here, he doesn't react like that, so he he calms me down, whatever.
calms you down. Oh, I'm usually the one that can calm Matt down, and Matt is definitely the one that can calm me down. But if one of us goes too far, then and we both start going in, then we gotta go in.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
see, and I'm the type of person I need to be calm fast. Like you got to get to me quick because the way my brain work, I just start doing stuff that I ain't. Oh, did I do that? I didn't even know I did that. Who I called? I told him what? Oh shit! Damn! I fucked that up. You know. And then I'll
Have you
be
ever
like,
had like
well, I guess your karma gonna come faster than I thought.
have
right.
you ever had
Surprise!
have,
But
have
nah,
y'all
I
ever
try.
had
You know, I think positivity is important in anything that you do, and trying to stay positive and
yeah.
bringing a light energy. That's why the living room. When you see the living room, if you show the images again, I want to see the images. Can you put it back up? Oh no,
Yeah.
it'll take too long. So
No.
when you see the images, like we wanted to change the energy of the room in a different way. We wanted to project an energy through the internet.
Right.
You know, of positivity, positive vibes, man, positive vibes,
Positive vibe.
positive vibes, man,
Yeah, that's how he said
Positive.
positive vibes.
it.
Anybody who watches any streaming knows what that is all about.
Yeah, look at that. See? Empty space.
Right. But the
Yeah.
energy is like totally different. Like it
Totally.
just pops out more. It's even in that picture. It's the same camera.
Right.
That's the crazy part. The same camera took the pictures,
Same camera.
I think, or no?
No,
Is
yeah.
that what I think?
Oh wait.
Yeah, same camera.
Where's it's my camera. It's the same.
It
It's a
was
phone.
still like phone cameras.
Yeah, it's a phone camera.
That shit is like that banner just sets it off, man. It like just
I thank you.
You know, and that was one of those things during the show. We could talk about the banner real quick. That
Mm.
was one of those things like the
Oh God,
conceptualized idea of the banner
that was a
was
whole
this immaculately painted artwork that Koya was going to paint, similar to that. And what ended up happening was time started to creep up on us, and time
thing.
will fuck you up,
Mm.
okay? Because that junk, and you don't get no breaks from it. Like it keep on going, keep on ticking, and it's the day is gonna come when
Right,
you got to make a decision. We had to make a decision. She
right.
really wanted to paint, guys. She really wanted to paint this freaking banner logo. Like she was pressed. But it became like the cost of buying the materials to paint and the cost of getting it printed and the time needed to paint properly with the energy, with everything else we had to do. We had to convince her in a very uh
That's true.
I want how do you say
I don't know.
influential way
I went off.
that it was be in her best interest to create a digital banner.
Right.
But those are those decisions. Like you had one idea in a creative space, and now you have to switch to another one.
Mm.
And her concern was really like, is it going to fit the theme? Is it going to like still do what I want it to do? Is it going to bring the energy? The one thing I had to let her know was most of the art, most of the pieces, most of everything you see here comes from her house or hers. You know, we
Yeah.
do have contributions from G Money, um, but and a few from me, but primarily it's all from Koya. So I'm like, your energy is still there. Like you don't have to create a piece to set the energy off when all of these pieces and this entire piece is your energy. So it was a big conversation though, because she went on. I have to do this. I have to do this.
Like this is why this is some of this shit is so funny that's in here right now. Like, let me break down this. This pineapple is from my grandmother's house, my mom's mom. And when my grandmother passed, my auntie took it, and then my other auntie had it in her house, and then we just got it back from her. And then these praying hands, these are also from my house. The funny thing is, I ended up just using y'all's wardrobe that was around at the time because that's Big Marcus's hoodie.
I ain't
And
even
It's
then,
your
ready.
living room though. So it like fits. Y'all threw your shit down on the couch like you do
right,
in the living room. It was
right,
like, man, we
Yeah.
gonna do a little jam. You
right.
feel me?
The hat wall,
Like
these are me and Matt's hats, and then some of my sister's hats from her actual hat wall. This painting right here, I bought in middle school from my elementary school teacher who was an actual like artist. This cattail picture, this is I did this. That's mine. This is what's really funny though. This is a yearbook from my middle school, which was hilarious because G Money went to middle school with me. So that
it's the living room. See what I'm saying? Like everything fit.
right.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Like this is a Twister game from my actual house, Connect Four from my actual house, Yellow Cup, Party Cup, high school yearbooks.
And then I want to talk about the creativity of putting the things like that in a specific
Whose
way. Like
Nintendo and Genesis stuff was that?
Mine,
that's hers. Everything is hers, Big Marcus.
them
Oh, okay.
coasters.
All that. Shout out RIP the
Right, red
skins.
skins.
We can just say
So it was
skins. We don't have
almost
to
I
like
said it.
disrespect them.
the
That says
it was
red
it
skins.
was it was almost to me it was like the House of Secrets vibe, but to me it was just more modern.
Right.
Yeah.
This boombox was sitting in my sister's room.
Like it's not a fancy living room.
Nah.
This is not what you're
Nah,
gonna walk into a
if it was a
mansion
fancy
to
living
see. Like
room, the elements would have been it that would have threw the whole element off, man.
right.
Right.
this was like what a living room that most people, and then like a house that most people would have, like a
You know
room,
what we
some
need?
type of
You
room.
know what we need next time? We need a designated guy on the couch.
Oh, I was trying to get everybody to sit down, but everybody was doing the most.
No, you know how like on Half Baked it was that one dude that was just sleep on
Never
the couch.
sleep.
Yeah, there needs to be somebody like that in there. Like
Okay, so
Well,
one
look at this.
one of the plans is for you guys to be chilling. Like if we do other artists and they just have like a small set and they don't have like the whole band with them. Like some of you guys just chill out in the back, and sit down on
And
the
watch
couch
the artist.
and vibe with the other artists in the living room too.
Hey, for the next set, I think we should do like a joint with we do like 4 joints. We start off like 4 songs with like EXO, and then do our little routine, whatever. I think that'll be good.
Yeah,
That
we
would be
want
a
to do
great
something
living
like
room.
that. I think that's great. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Just
Um,
suggestion, that's all.
no, we actually were talking about EXO anyway because there's a couple of artists that are around y'all that Matthew did business with back in the day. And so there's definitely some collaborations we want to go down, but sometimes we want y'all to not even play and y'all just actually come and chill out and vibe out, and then y'all watch
Yeah.
artists that kind of the artists that are connected to y'all that y'all feature, and they get have their little time. This Malcolm X picture was from my playroom at our Allison Street house from when we were children. Like this is how old this shit is.
Yeah.
This shit old. But yeah, I'm glad that I didn't paint the sign. That would have been too much.
Like, let
You
me tell you
really
something. If she would have had to paint the sign, if I'd have let her go through with trying to paint the sign, that's all would have been in the background was a painted sign.
Yeah.
She would have been painting it up until the time we say
Yep.
stop.
Facts. This
I know
Walmart.
that stuff like that take time, and
Yep.
you don't want to you don't want to rush it anyway. You
Right.
want it to be good, so you don't want to rush it.
That is
You're
true.
working, rushing your artwork, man. Then you never be satisfied with it. You be like, well, you can have that shit, Somebody
Right.
show it to you, you don't even want to see it no more, man.
That shit was so dope. That was the most perfect poster to have. I was so glad G Money had this poster.
Hey, you know what's funny though? G Money has I didn't know G Money kept collected all our flyers, right?
Everything. He has everything.
So so one day we was at Bow House, and we was doing like some little live stream at Bow House, and Mikey was just playing the music and stuff. And I just looked over in the box and I saw one flyer, and I was like, it was a little small flyer. I was like, wow, dang, I don't even remember this day. So then I reached and I put that flyer back, and I thought it was like a bunch of the same flyers. And then I looked and I noticed that it was like multiple like thick books of flyers like this. And all of those flyers were different days. And I just sat there and said to myself, like, wow, like I've actually had that many shows. Like,
right.
It just doesn't seem like it. Like there's like, so there are like nights and days I just completely forgot. And, I was just like fascinated with it. I was like, I never thought that I played that many times.
Oh no, that's some real but you know what? It's like that when we do stuff for so long. Matthew had to remind me of art pieces I had. I was like, I don't even remember what you're talking about, son. Like I was like, he was like this one, and then this one, and then this one, and I didn't even remember like this jump, like half of this work was done in school. Like I did a lot of this in school. Like this Jill Scott Jones I did in school. Mikey kept thinking it was me. He was like, "Are you sure that's not you? It's Jill Scott, Mike."
Yeah, I thought it was you.
It's Jill Scott, and it has Jill Scott word lyrics in it.
Okay. That's awesome. I like that.
But like that was from G Money. All that's from G Money. Like it's so cool though. Like it's local art. That's also I did this painting of Common in school.
That's good too.
I had to have the one of the greatest singers
Is that
Out
Bilal?
of the District of Columbia.
from the district
No,
of.
that's Marvin Gaye.
That's Marvin Gaye.
Oh, it's Marvin Gaye. Okay, from right here, looks like
Hmm.
Bilal.
Oh yeah, kind of do
You
look.
know, that's a DC look.
Uh,
Oh my God, this is a great picture. Oh, that's why I was like, oh, I'm gonna make that a picture. Oh my God, that would be a great picture. But yeah, so it was really cool setting all of that up. I didn't think the space was gonna be able to take all of that.
the hardwood floors pretty like that. Hardwood floors set everything off too for you too.
You right. You right.
I love hardwood floors, man. It was
And it
beautiful.
was a beautiful color. It was like a really
Yeah.
beautiful color, and
It
it
made
made it
everything
feel like
pop.
a living room.
Yeah, you can do a lot with that, and that was one of the aesthetic features that made that place stand out the most. With the floors give you can do so much with those floors. They can go upscale, downscale, round scale, however you like. You know what
Like I
I'm
got some dope concepts to do in that space. Like that space is a great space. It's a
saying?
great space. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to doing more stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sitting over here trying to line up a show in my head with these people that Big Marcus just said. I'm like, that would be a good ass show, baby.
Like that. They bring out like a 30 and over crowd or something like that, man. Or,
Hmm.
40, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
Whatever.
good smoking crowd
Yeah,
too.
30 and over. You know what I'm saying? A little good
It's a
smoking
good
crowd.
smoking crowd. If we did that joint somewhere out of the country, that's the grown people coming to that. Oh my God, this
Big
If you
Marcus,
get
no,
those two together,
Big Marcus. I need you to look at Matthew.
Big Marcus,
And
I'm
then all I
ready.
need you to do is think about Mikey.
I'm ready.
like, yeah, that's it.
See, see, Koya, somebody gets me. That's what I'm talking about, Big Marcus. You
Whoa!
know music. You know it. It's there. It's all. It's
They'll be
getting
like, yes,
there.
yes,
Mhm. Wrote a song about it.
yes.
Here you go.
Like there you
hey,
go.
hey, Matthew. I just want you to know that we have very talented humans around us, and Big Marcus be out here hiding all his talented skills.
I'm telling you, I'm
What?
talented. This
But
Marcus,
Matthew, you're not talented on that.
I got a
That is
show
not a
for
hidden
us.
talent.
Okay, you got the keys. I'm talking about. We're gonna get it. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what I got with this guitar. Woo!
Big
Let me
Marcus,
not do nothing.
I
Let me
want you
not
to
do too
draw. I
much,
want you to
man.
draw a caricature of Matthew in this damn with a general
I'm
hat on.
telling you. Look at the figure work. Look at the figure work. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers.
Dog.
Woo!
Hey Marcus,
Yeah.
he was doing that for
Watch
about
out!
30
Watch
minutes.
out!
He was doing that for like 30 minutes the other day. I thought I was gonna scrape my whole face off. I was like, son, please stop. It
Listen,
Yeah.
sounds terrible. I'm
I'm
like,
ready. I'm ready to.
call Rob and Joey and get some lessons.
I'm ready. What you mean? We enjoy going jam. He gonna give me
Not with
the
that, you not.
with the electric, and I'm gonna give him the.
No.
I can hold that right there. That's it.
Maybe you'll
Give me
do better
something
if
for
you do
that,
all
Marcus.
those
I
drugs.
need
If you
something
do
for
all
this.
those
Okay, I
drugs,
need something
you'll
for this.
sound better.
As long as it can fit with that, I'm just
It
trying to
can't fit
say.
with that. It can't fit with
Trying to
that.
say.
It
They
cannot fit
gonna
with
hit.
that.
They gonna hit. It's gonna be a super record.
Hey
Oh
Marcus,
god.
if you see him on live with a guitar, just
Yeah.
run. Dog. Don't watch that junk,
Hey,
dog.
hey, Matt. Hey, man. Look, the
I'm a,
easiest way to play that guitar, if you really want to really sound like something, is the YouTube on how to tune your guitar. Vasapool. It's called Vasapool. And
uh,
what it does is it just allows your guitar to like every
Sound
strum
good.
sounds like every strum sounds like you're really doing something. But I know a guy who's actually mastered that way. It's like the kiddie way of playing, whatever. But he's mastered it so well that now people are starting to respect that now. You know what I'm saying? Because of how he mastered it. Like he doesn't play. He holds his guitar upside down, and when you play it, just like every strum you have, it just sounds good. No matter where you hold it, it sounds good. Whatever.
I gotta look
Do
that up.
not
'Cause you know
tell
what?
him that.
You know what? Because that's gonna help me. Because what I got going on already, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh
I
my
do that,
God.
I'm be
All right,
man.
all right,
Hey,
Marcus. When this nigga comes
listen,
to you talking about he's
soon,
trying to be in the band,
soon. Listen, I just want to do one little, you know what I'm saying, one little set. You know what I mean? I want to get the finger work on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Matthew
you
What?
want
said
to?
Matt's
Hey,
trying
you
to be
want?
alternative for all instruments. He's gonna
Hey,
learn all the instruments.
it's a funny story behind that too, though.
Oh,
One day, one day, right? Our guitar player Drew, Chuck and Drew, he play with what band now, whatever. But that's the way he plays. He plays Vassapoo. So
mm,
when you use an electric tuner, you have to set it towards Vassapoo. So he borrowed our bass player's tuner, but didn't tell him that he was using it, and left the settings on Vassapoo. So with our bass player, he grabbed his tuner and picked it up. He tuned his bass to Vassapoo. So our first song was like murdered behind that. He was looking at us like, y'all playing the wrong notes. Y'all playing the wrong notes. I'm like, no, man. I'm trying to tell him. But a flaw that I have is I can't talk and play at the same time.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't tell him what was going on.
oh shit.
Wow, that's crazy. See,
Oh,
there's
that's
little shit like that
you
that
can talk and
I
play.
would have never thought about that, like even happening, but it makes sense now. It makes sense.
I never thought about you not being able to talk and play at the same time.
Hmm.
Nah, I can't.
That's interesting.
I
Yeah,
could
it's
see
like,
why though. I could see that. I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like that means you're thinking too hard though.
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
Maybe,
work on that.
like some people have
But
to practice it, but
you're
some
always
people
doing a
they naturally
lot
have it.
though.
He's always doing a lot.
You are
Yeah.
doing a lot. Like, and
And
you
he's a
gotta stay,
perfectionist.
and you guide the sound. So I think like you don't have a chance to like
He would just need signal.
even try to like break that because it could break anything that might throw everybody else off because
Yeah,
they're like,
son, if Big
what
Marcus
happened?
go down in the middle of the show, it's going down.
That shit gonna be like, "Ah."
If he go down, we're
It's
noticing.
gonna sound like this.
I don't I don't know what it is, man. Like I recently discovered like if I'm reading something and I'm into it, whatever anybody is saying to me at that moment is I'm not hearing it. I'm
Yeah,
hearing the noise, but I'm
that's
not
a
hearing what
thing.
I'm not retaining none of your words.
Yeah,
So I
that's
Mhm.
don't know. Maybe
yeah.
I use one part of my brain more than the other. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yep,
that could be a thing. I don't know.
yep,
You know.
Absolutely.
absolutely. Matthew, why are you looking at
Absolutely.
yourself?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Because the way my shit was falling, I was like, that's my
I
hair.
don't like it. I don't like it when those hang down like that.
My goodness.
You look like the '90s dude. That hey, what's the movie where the
I'm
dude
a 90s skater
where's
dude.
the,
Don't worry
where
about
where Kyle from Kyle Barker from Living Single was on it was like a black dude turned into a white dude.
It was something
Oh,
like
wait.
keeping it real or something more. It was like he was like a
Yeah,
news reporter.
yeah, that John was out of control. He would be
Yeah.
like, "This is so and so and so and so, and we'll be back with you in a second." And he started turning white. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then he started dating that crazy white lady.
Yeah.
She was running around in a wedding gown at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he do cartoon voiceovers too and
Uh huh.
video game voiceovers.
Yep.
Mhm.
I
Hey,
didn't
where is
know
that video game?
I didn't know that
That's big.
Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince was Shredder from Ninja Turtles.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
His
I
voice.
did not know that.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
He
I
was
caught it.
Shredder?
I caught it one day.
Oh
It was a
no, I gotta
it was a
go.
fresh it was a Fresh Prince commercial, and it was like when Will was getting in trouble, and then like Uncle Phil was like Will like that, right? And I was like, hey, he sound like Shredder. Then I looked it up, and I was like,
Oh,
He
damn,
was.
he is Shredder.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, I didn't know that. That's one I did not know. Cause y'all
yeah,
know that whatchamacallit from Different World does a whole bunch of voices. Cree Summer, Freddie. They play Freddie.
yeah. I know.
She do a rack of voices.
Yeah,
She do half of the she was like two, I feel like she was like two or three people in what was that cartoon? Rugrats?
Rugrats. Yeah,
Rugrats, I think she did a Tiny Toon voice. An Animaniacs voice. Like she was on a bunch of stuff. She still do stuff. She got a really strange voice.
uh,
But video game shit and voice like video game dog, that's what you gotta get on. You gotta get on the video game music.
oh yeah. I am a little bit. I kind of
That's
fell off a little bit.
that's where we gotta put some music out because they got some fire video game music.
Hell yeah. That's a
Whole
good
playlist.
concept too.
Just playlist out here.
Mm-mm-mm.
Matthew, you cannot be in the band. I'm not. I won't
I'm
allow
an
it.
audition. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Fail.
about it. I'm
Fail.
gonna go get my training
Who
with
letting
my
you in?
other, and I'm an
You got to
audition.
go through the team.
I'm going to audition when I'm ready.
You can't audition. I'm not letting.
Okay.
You're not allowed.
Acoustic
You
guitar.
have a non-compete clause.
Acoustic guitar.
If you don't know, just Chuck.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
I'm gonna
don't
put
know,
it down.
just
I'm gonna
Chuck.
do it though. I'm
Don't
gonna just do it.
encourage him, Big Marcus.
Let me just give you one more, little sample where I'm
No,
going
because
with
you
it.
think you can rap and sing and now play the guitar.
This is my secret, my special sound.
Oh, that's your special sound. I have a request.
Hey, have y'all seen this dude
What?
on NPR? His name is Three String. No, his name is One String.
One string?
Yeah, he on you heard of Tiny Desk concert, right?
Yeah,
NPR.
yeah.
It's like a Jamaican guy. His name One String. He plays the guitar with just one string, man. And it actually
Wow, that's
just
crazy.
it like, but his voice, he sings, but that one string just like it's so rhythmic, so
It's
rhythmic.
literally one string.
It's one string, man. He got like it just works.
Oh my God, Matthew, do not cut the other strings of that guitar.
Don't worry about it. Like I got my sound, you got a signature sound that I work with
But
the,
can you do request?
and who me?
Do your favorite UCB song.
Dude, oh come on, man.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
This is for you, Big Marcus.
Yo,
What's your favorite UCB song? What song is it?
Hold on, that's just the warm up.
Oh, that's the intro. That's the warm up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if we can figure it out.
Flash girl, don't do it too much. Yeah, Flash girl.
No.
I know y'all got that one. That was Ray Bans. Come
That
on,
was
man.
not Ray-Ban.
That was
Where
Ray-Ban.
was the Ray-Ban? Sing that shit with it.
He
Hell no.
heard it. See,
Where was the Ray-Ban part?
Marcus, you got the ears. You can hear he knows the song. He got the ears to hear. Koya, you don't understand the music like that. Like
Right.
his ears,
That's
you know
what
what I mean? Like, that's what it is. It's okay, though. we'll get you there, Koya, to be able to understand that nuance of
That sounds
music.
like me
All
trying
right,
to listen to my father sing a song with the words, but I couldn't tell what it was because he was tone deaf.
he can sing. He can sing. You know what I'm saying? He can sing
My
real good.
father can sing.
He can sing real good. I don't, it's you. We're not gonna put you in the. It's you. Your sound, your ears.
In the
We're gonna.
car yesterday, didn't you just tell me I should have sang that song with the band I was singing in the car?
You? No, no, no. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Not you.
I'm not coming to sing
I
any.
was saying they should sing. Should get somebody to sing that
I'm gonna
song.
try to get Big Marcus to sing it.
Or
I say
what?
you should get
Say
somebody.
it.
Huh? Because Big Marcus faking.
He can
Now,
sing.
He was
I
serenading. He was baby serenading yesterday. Look at him. See how he acting shy because he's embarrassed now because I'm giving him a compliment. But
Uh,
he got a little velveteen voice,
nah.
I don't know what that means.
little velvet,
Ve-
That that
Velveteen, what's
mean
that?
that.
like
What does that mean?
velvet,
Like what? Like it's smooth?
like a little smooth voice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Velveteen. What is velveting?
I don't
It
Velvet,
know. It sounds
sounds
like
like
it's smooth.
like a velveteen teddy bear.
it sounds like a product of some type of cheese.
No,
Velveteen.
velveteen
Velvet. Is
teddy
that
bear.
what they call the slices?
No, they
Velveteen.
call velvet.
Who? It's called
Velvet,
Velveeta.
not velvet.
That's
We're
the
not
real
saying
shit.
Hey, did
out.
I ever tell you?
Come on,
Did I ever tell y'all the story about uh
about how you use a velveteen teddy bear.
nah, man. Now G Money has like an older cousin, and
Mm-hmm.
he's deaf,
Mm-hmm.
and they call him Bat, right?
Okay.
So, so I was like, okay, so I was telling G Money I have an uncle, and he's deaf, but
Mm-hmm.
my uncle, he actually used to be able to hear. He didn't go completely deaf until he was like 8. So, a lot of words that he
He had some
knew,
words, right?
huh?
He had some language then.
Yeah, some language whatever like that. But I mean, for the most, he pretty much do. He lip reads real good, whatever.
Okay.
So I remember him and his buddies. They went to Gallaudet and stuff. They'd come over when I was growing up, and they be all in my living room, and they be what I'm saying, doing their thing.
Right.
and it's a small world, right? Because G Money was like, man, you gotta know my cousin Bat. He about the same age as your uncle. So I'm like, Bat. Like, why? Like, I don't know no Bat. He was like, man. He was like, well, your uncle came out of school. I said, my uncle came out of school in like 82, something like that. He was like, man, you gotta know Bat. Your uncle went to guy that. Then I saw him like Bat. I'm like, I don't know nobody named Bat. I never met nobody named Bat, right? So then one day G Money came over my house. It was like my first little place. And my uncle happened to live in the building. And he brought
Oh shit.
his cousin. And then I looked and I was like, yeah, man, I know him. It's Andre, man. So then I was like, so then my uncle came over, and man, they dapped each other up. And then like they realized that, what I'm saying, we all
Right.
knew each other and shit like that.
Oh
So then
shit.
I was like, man, that's why you call him Bat. And then like Andre just started talking. He was like, that's the only thing he could say. So I'm like, yeah, that's why we call him Bat because we call him Bat because I say, I didn't say Andre, man. I know Andre all my life. He kept saying Bat, man. I don't know nobody named no Bat.
So his deaf sound sounds like bat.
Every word is Bat.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yo.
And them being kids and him being older, they heard it
Oh
back.
my god, that is the funniest story ever. And it's funny because
you know Bat, man. I know you know Bat.
So like that's funny as shit.
That's crazy.
Because I can hear the sound. Like I know exactly what it sounds like. And
I
I'm
was
just
like, man, you call that man Bat all that time.
no,
You know him.
funny
I
as
did know him. My uncle like best friends.
That's crazy.
I remember one day, I got another funny story, right? I remember my uncle came over one day. He had his girlfriend. Sometimes you get a girl that can hear. And sometimes you can get some that used to be able to hear, and sometimes there be ones that just never was able to hear. So those are the ones that was difficult to communicate with. So this one girl came, so one of his girlfriends came over, he introduced me to her and stuff like that. So, they doing the sign language thing. They doing their thing, everything cool with her. So I had this little it was like a little karaoke like boom box, like a tape deck, but it had like a microphone to it. So my uncle, he thinks that he can sing. So what made me bring all this up because of the stuff that Matt's doing,
Right.
whatever like that. So my uncle, he swears up and down he can sing, whatever, right? So he turns it on, whatever, and then, what I'm saying, and his once his girlfriend see him with the mic, she grabs the other mic, and man,
What?
it just started sounding like a bird, like dying, right? So something just said, hey, you know what, man? Like nobody would ever believe this shit right now. I got two deaf people right here on a fucking karaoke, like what I'm saying, like. And I had like a backyard tape in there. It was on the side B, which I ain't had nothing on it.
Oh,
and I went over and I hit that record button, and they ain't know I hit that record button, man. I swear I cannot find that tape, man.
no! I was so hoping you was
Man, it was the funniest tape I ever heard. She was like, is it on? And they were doing like that. And it was just like, it was funny. I'm sorry I didn't make fun
shit.
of it, man, it was
Oh
hilarious.
no, that's funny.
And then he said he thought he could sing.
Because they was having fun.
And he
Yeah,
thought
they
he
was having fun, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the best part about it. They was having fun.
They was having fun, but it was just hilarious, man. Like,
oh shit. Hey Matthew, basically he said you deaf and that you shouldn't play the guitar.
No, he was just saying like what I was doing.
That's what I took from that.
I ain't saying you can't never learn how to play. I mean, I told you the way of really like playing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make it easy for you.
Oh man, I'm gonna add that to my repertoire, man. I'm already telling you right now.
What
Once I add that, I think I'm gonna be ready.
For what?
Huh?
You ain't gonna be where band? Whose band?
Shit, the University of YouTube show your
who the what band?
No.
Huh?
Oh, the
you
no
said
band.
Where? Whose band?
Whose band are you doing that with? Not no band I'm affiliated with.
Doing what? That's a nice guitar, though. I like that color, man.
It's nice, right? It's mine. I don't do nothing with it. I stopped playing it because I didn't like that when I found out that you have to make your fingernails tougher to play better. I was cool on that.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, I got I was taking some antibiotics, and it gave me like it made my hands, the skin on my hands peel.
Oh.
And my feet peel. I had to stop taking it though, but it made all that like peel. So I got like big. I have like new hands and new feet.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Like,
I
can't hold it up and cold.
What?
I have new hands and I have new skin on my hands.
Literally peeled off like the outside tough skin, and then now you got new hands.
Yeah, all of this came off. It came off of my elbows.
Oh, my antibiotic?
My elbows, my knees, and my feet. And in the time, and like the growth of my nails at the time, like that particular growth is soft.
Oh.
Like a child's like soft, whatever. So it's like now those particular pieces are at the end. It didn't harden up a little bit now, but that soft part is now at the end. So my fingertips are like very sensitive because that's that sensitive part that was.
Oh, that's so weird.
So weird. So now I can't hold cold stuff as long as I used to, or like the temperature of water. Like I can't really take it too much no more.
Oh, you don't have the same calluses on it. Like you don't have the same buildup on your skin. That was building
up throughout the years. It's gone now, so it's like new.
All from an antibiotic.
Yeah, they made me change it though, because I told the doctor, I was like, man, because I had like I had a cyst and it got infected, and they had to give me like certain antibiotics, but those antibiotics that was one of the side effects, like peeling skin, whatever like this. But like your skin start peeling, you need to take something else. So And also my lip, like my bottom lip was feeling like sandpaper.
Mm.
Like it was weird, man. So I was like, man, something wrong, man. Like
So
something wrong.
did your fingers feel weird when you play?
Uh, yeah, it did.
Mm.
My touch sensitivity was low. Like it was
Oh,
just soft.
that's so weird.
Yeah, it was weird, man. But
I see medicine. Oh, medicine they be doing so much.
I
All
didn't finish
type
them.
of
I was
shit.
supposed to take them for like 2 weeks, but I took them for like
Nah,
about,
you would have
I
shed your
took them for
whole
like 4
skin. You been
days.
walking around this motherfucking naked, nigga. You been walking around with a skeleton.
Mhm.
Shedding your
They're
whole
like, why we just see your muscles? What is going on here?
But
You
I
light
couldn't even
skin,
open a
you a
soda
bit
bottle.
right,
light
he be light
skin.
skinned and shit. Like, nah.
Like I couldn't even like open a soda bottle. That's
Damn.
how
Um,
that's how thin it was. Yeah, it was terrible, man.
I need to get that antibiotic to like get back at humans. That's a tough ass antibiotic.
That shit, man.
I tell
It
you,
was strong too.
I
I had to
have
get it from the
muscles.
CVS didn't have. I had to get it from the hospital.
Matthew, what you say?
I said I got muscle shit that
Muscle
I don't. Yeah, that be reacting to shit.
to be
Weird.
reacting to antibiotics?
Yeah, my muscles do shit. Man.
Like they get
They
gummy?
do it. They get like stiff. Like everything gets like.
Oh. Y'all,
Hmm.
hey, both of y'all got some weird ass reactions to medicine. I want
These
y'all to.
these are motherfucking
Well,
superheroes.
you know I don't take medicine
I
like
know
that,
you
so
don't, cause you.
whenever it go in my body be like, oh, okay,
Hey, Big Marcus,
take half.
this nigga one day, yo, it's the best ever. I don't know
She
what happened.
drugged me. Nah, Big
He
Marcus,
drugged
she drugged me.
himself
I told
with
her
some
I
bourbon,
should only
and
take
he drugged his own
200.
self.
I said I should take 200 milligrams. That's good enough
Oh,
for me.
we not gonna talk
I
about that
can't.
day. Matthew almost killed me that
Okay.
day. Matthew almost
She
killed me
said,
off of
no, you're in pain. You should
200
take
milligrams.
600.
Oh yeah, 600 milligrams of ibuprofen
She made
because
me take
he
600.
was going
I was
through it.
high as shit,
And he almost killed us,
doing
and he
dumb
stopped driving
shit.
in the middle of an intersection.
600 ain't that bad, man. That's average.
600 is not. I was taking an 800 milligram jump.
Big Marcus, I can't take a lot
He's
of
weak.
any type of
He
drug.
weak. And
I
so
don't even
I
smoke that
thought he
much
was
weed.
smoking,
My J's
and
be
I
this
wasn't
big.
worried because it wasn't Benadryl. I was like, it's ibuprofen. You'll be fine. And then, y'all, we was in the middle of the intersection. He stopped driving, son. It was still a red light. He just started driving because he felt like it.
Ibuprofen
Bro,
don't
I
even work for
went.
me, man.
Listen, most drugs work for me. Just a little bit. All I need is a little bit and it
That's
works. I'll be
true.
like,
That
oh, I
is
don't need
true.
any more.
I need a lot of
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, you should not do any drugs.
I have to
No
take
ibuprofen.
a lot of ibuprofen. My tolerance is hella high for everything. Liquor.
Ibuprofen don't work for me, man.
What?
Nah, man. Like for
At all?
pain? Nah.
Ibuprofen be
It,
working.
it might make me go to sleep, might, but
What?
yeah, I might just go to sleep off of it or something. But it doesn't
Mm.
work for me. Different strokes for different folks, different drugs for different mugs.
Rewrite
That's true.
or remix and shit.
Because like anything stronger, like the strong shit, oh, I can't stand it. Like I go crazy. I'll be like, what is this? Like, get out of my body. Like I won't take it no more. They
He
give me
acts
any
real
type of
crazy.
strong drug
But wait, I'm gonna tell you about
for
the day.
something. I
Hey,
take it
Big
one
Marcus,
time and I'll be
I'm gonna
like,
tell you
no,
about the day that Matthew drugged his own self though. So
no,
Matthew
I
was in
did
the
not.
house, and I think he lied. I think that he really had been drinking the whole day, and he didn't tell me. But
Nah, you're
I
lying.
only saw him have like this much liquor, like a cup of liquor. I don't even think he had 2 drinks. Maybe he had 2 drinks. I don't know.
No, I didn't. It just was that one,
It
and
was
it
one
wasn't a
drink.
lot of liquor. It was like
It was
2, 3.
bourbon mixed drink, and I turned around and this nigga was silly and drunk and not coherent at all. He was not okay. He went to the bathroom, laid on the floor, and passed out. He died. He stayed up there for 87 hours. I came in there trying to get in the bathroom. Like, are you okay? He was like
Wow.
passed out, drugs.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't even a lot though. It was like really legitimately like a shot of bourbon, maybe 2 shots of
But did
bourbon.
somebody
Maybe
put coke in there? Like, why did you behave that way?
I wish they did. I probably wouldn't have fell asleep because that shit was OC.
And you was
But
drunk, like you was really drunk, and then you guys like died. Like,
my body did not react well to that little bit of liquor. It was like, oh, you want some liquor today?
after that
No,
day, Marcus, this nigga was like, "I'm done with bourbon. I'm done.
I ain't drinking since.
I'm done with bourbon. I'm not drinking it. I'm
I'm
done."
back to cognac. I haven't drank it since. You ain't seen me drink no bourbon since then.
No,
I
we
ain't
been
had a
drinking
mule.
like
I ain't
Aren't
had
they
a
both
mule
like
in
similar?
forever.
they are similar, but something happened to him. I don't know
Nah,
what
they
happened.
not the same.
I think he popped a Molly behind my back and didn't tell
You's a lie. I didn't do nothing.
me.
Talk about I did drugs. No,
I feel like you did drugs. I'm not blaming it on the bourbon.
you better
Mm,
blame it on
mm,
where the
Blame
drink
it on
went.
the goose. Had you feeling loose.
mm.
I'm going to bed. This nigga funny.
I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow or something, all right?
All right. Well, thank you
All
for
right,
coming
No
on
Marcus.
the
show Sunday is off, right? No show Sunday,
Yeah,
right?
show. Mm,
No
mm.
show
we'll,
Sunday, right?
we'll
That's what I know
to
of.
be determined.
To be determined.
Maybe an
Yeah.
alternate. Thanks for
Yeah, okay.
coming on, Marcus.
Yeah, we appreciate
All
you
right, no
coming.
problem. All right,
All
Blessing
man. I'll
right.
on
holler at y'all later.
blessing.
All right.
Peace.
All right.
Hello. That was cool.
Hello.
That was so
That
cool.
was cool. We had Big Marcus to be UCP second run.
We had
Hey,
the
come through the come through the living room talk.
music producer, keys, all that.
Come through the living room talk.
I love that.
We
That
about
was
to change the name to the show to living room talk. Cause
fact.
look, we in the living room.
Literally, you're in the living room.
Literally, I'm in the living room.
This is my leg.
Okay, guys. Well, she's showing off stuff that
Y'all did. If y'all didn't check out the other show, go check out the show. Y'all know where to find all the information. It's on all our pages.
YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. That's what they say on all the
Find
videos.
us on
Like,
all the
share,
IG
comment,
pages.
subscribe.
Follow, like, share.
You know, notify, hit that bell.
Hit the bell, the notification
With,
ding
I don't know
a
where it is on our shit, but
Right. I don't know where it is
hit
either.
that bell.
Whole time we messed up because we should have had a clicker on this jump, but we didn't have a clicker on it because we wasn't on here because we could have made some monies.
Right.
Right. But anyway,
Donate.
appreciate y'all.
Watch the video.
We'll see y'all
Peace
later.
and love. All right. We out of here.